Welcome back to Inspired by JimmyL, a platform that is used to inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Yes, I've been featured in Forbes. I have interviewed several account verified guests. I have even been a brand ambassador for a billion-dollar company. But you know what, honey? You are my inspiration to keep this show going. We are not here pleading for ratings and reviews. We are here to encourage you. So please be sure to subscribe and share every single episode. Don't hold the opportunity to inspire someone else. Welcome back to another episode of Inspired by JimmyL, the Friday segment. So I know that we are pretty much wrapping up Black History Month with February, and this really doesn't have anything to do with my culture, but I'm bringing that up because it's just kind of weighing on my heart, and so it really put me in a different headspace. I read a particular post from someone, and he was actually speaking of the queer community. So let me make sure I state this really quickly. And so his post stated, "Queer people don't grow up as ourselves. We grow up playing a version of ourselves that are sacrifices, and we're sacrificing our authenticity to minimize the humiliation and prejudice. The massive task of our adult lives is to unpick which parts of our lives that are truthfully ourselves, and then which parts were created to protect us." So that particular post, it really struck me when I first read it because it is so true, especially within the queer community. But I was on an interview in the month of January, and I was reminded that that is not just a quote that can be applied to the queer community. It's a quote that actually can be applied to every single child. We typically spend our childhood based off of our parents' fear of what they feel is right or wrong. Their teachings, which are from their ancestors and brought to us. And sometimes we're put in situations where we're able to be forward thinking, we're able to have the freedom of choice, but most of us, we don't. And so on this particular Friday, I just want to inspire you and encourage you to find your own voice. Despite what your parenting or upbringing has taught you or influenced you. Not saying it's right or wrong, but find your own voice. We live in a time that is full of information. We live in a time where we have freedom of choice. We live in a time where we have options. And I don't know if you've ever thought about that, but we have options. We have options that our parents never thought of. We have options that our ancestors just never, ever would have even thought or dreamed would have been a possibility. And so my encouragement and my inspiration is to decide or decipher what is in your mind right now that you have struck as a definite truth that may and may not be. Discover or rediscover your voice. Because what your parents taught you, they taught you based off of their limited resources. I hope you grasp that. Now, don't blame them. Because when you know better, you do better. And they just simply didn't know. But you have an option. I hope you get that. I hope you get that. Whatever you were doing in your childhood, you were taught it just as a way to survive. Do you get that? Do you get that? I hope you do. So my tip for you, again, this Friday, find your own damn voice. Find out what that means. Find out what world you're wanting to create. And then get about the business of creating it. I love you guys as always. I hope you really feel that as well. I really do love you. I'll see you first thing in the morning on Instagram.